Welcome back to the Odyssey. It's alive. We are live and it's late. This is very, very late. I'm not sure if I've streamed this late before, but I was excited to find something that I wanted to share with you guys regarding the Pokemon Presents, and I'm not gonna call it a leak, more like a hint. Something is coming to the Pokemon Presents that's gonna make a lot of people happy, right? So I want to go ahead and go over this right now, but before, let me go ahead and shout out my friends here in the chat. If you are here, if you want to get a shout out, go ahead and write your name in the chat, put an emoji, anything, and I can go ahead and shout your name out. Let's go ahead and start here with the one we only James Melee is in the house. We have Green Rangers in the house. Welcome, Green Ranger. We have Cloud9 in the house. We have, remember, Chris Lancer is in the house as well. We have here to do Anthony Nelson is in the house. Welcome, Anthony. We got Susan Patton in the house. Welcome, Susan. We got Giovanni Avila. Can't remember, Giovanni Avila is in the house. We got Miss Pink C is also in the house. Welcome, Miss Pink. We have a Canada member moderator, Jan Marr, in the house. Yeah, I think that's all the ones who have commented so far. I know there's a lot more people, but so far, all the comments that I can see here. Fix your audio. Fix my audio. Don't tell me this thing is acting up again with the audio. Cancellation. 1, 2. 1, 2. Testing. How about now? How about now? Testing, testing, 1, 2. Let me know if it's good now. 1, 2, 2, 2. Testing, testing, testing. Test, 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 test. Sounds fine to me. Okay, okay. Do. Good, good now. 1, 2, testing. Okay, so maybe you have to restart the browser, Jen. Maybe you just have to restart the browser and then come back. Sometimes that happens with YouTube. All right, so before anything, let's go ahead and talk about the Pokemon Presents, which is happening this Tuesday. Pokemon Presents live this Tuesday. We'll be streaming it here on the channel, and I want to talk to you about something that I discovered that has to do with Pokemon Presents. Okay, I want to go ahead straight into it for those who watch the live stream afterwards. You don't have to wait too much to go into the topic. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now to talk about the Pokemon Presents. Let me know in the chat if you are excited for this upcoming Pokemon Presents. Get here. Not showing up. Okay, this is not it. This is not it. What's happening here? Okay. All right, I see here. Go ahead and close this here. And all right, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right, so we have here a Pokemon Presents a Pokemon game. I'll call it, you can call it a league because it actually talks about the game, talks about the mechanics in the game. And well, because of the mechanics, you might know what game it is. So welcome, Joda. Joda, welcome to the stream. Let's share right here. And you all know what this is because I have shared many in the past, right? We have a patent, my friends. We have a patent here that was released, okay, on February 22nd, okay? Now, it's not a coincidence that February 22nd, it's the week before Pokemon Presents, and this is a Pokemon patent, okay? Now, what you're gonna see here is basically it talks about. I'm not gonna go over this right here because basically it's just kind of, you know, the images speak louder than words. So I want you guys to tell me, what do you think? The first thing is for the Nintendo Switch. So we're gonna get a lot of Switch stuff here, the controllers, the Joy-Cons. You know, it's like it's for the Switch, the game. So we see the Joy-Cons, we see the actual Nintendo Switch internals in here, and there we have it. Look at this image. This is a Pokemon game, okay? Now, what can you tell me about this image for the Pokemon game? What is what is the player doing that is very similar to another game that we got in the past from Pokemon? And it's a feature that we've been wanting because it was present in one game, in that just one game, and then they took it away, and it now looks like they're bringing it back in this Pokemon Presents. Who I want to know who in the chat can pinpoint the feature. Physical accessories. Nope, not that. Anybody in the chat can guess what the player is doing? Like, what is the player physically doing in this patent for Pokemon, the Pokemon game? Can't post comments. Destination, okay, no worries. Oh yeah, who can tell me what is the player doing? Augmented reality to catch Pokemon. That would be awesome. But what the player is doing, is that they're throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon that they see. See, throwing a Pokeball. That's. I hope that is not another Let's Go game. No. Throwing a Pokeball was present at Legends Arceus. Okay. Throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon without having to battle it was present at Legends Arceus. Okay. So what this patent is telling us is that this game is for a Legends game. Okay. So yeah, Marshall Wolchout, you are correct. This looks like it's for a Legends game, a game in the franchise of Legends, because this is where you actually throw a Pokeball, and you can catch the Pokemon without having to battle it. And then we have another one right here. Then of course we have the battle. We have the regular battle, right? We have your Pokemon here, your Pokemon, and we have the other one here. This is another way you can catch the Pokemon. And here we have another one where it's the person, and this is the Pokemon right here. It says automatically move. Yeah, the Pokemon when they see the player, it automatically moves towards the player. We also have this this right here telling the Pokemon to go do something, right? Like for example, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can tell the Pokemon to go and get items on a tree or something in the field, right? So there you see the person, the player, telling the Pokemon to go get something, right? And here's another one. Now, here is the player telling the Pokemon to go battle another Pokemon. All right, so you can send the Pokemon to go battle another Pokemon without actually being in the battle yourself. Okay. Next image. You see that the Pokemon is battling. They're battling right now because he sent them to battle. Right there. And the next image shows the Pokemon still. It shows the outline of the Pokemon because this one defeated the other one, right? So this one defeated the other Pokemon, so it shows the outline. But the player sent the Pokemon to battle another Pokemon without having to, And let's move over here, and he comes back. He comes back to the player. Going. And we see here captured. Level 5 captured. So as you can see, you see the Pokemon right here. Not only does it battle the Pokemon, but it captures a Pokemon for you too. Take a look at this. Let's go from the beginning. Here's a player sending the Pokemon to capture to fight this other Pokemon here, right? So it goes and it fights it. Once it fights it, right, the Pokemon faints, and all of a sudden, we see the Pokemon in a certain state, but then this one says captured. So I don't know whether you can capture the Pokemon after it battles it. You have because I know before, whenever you send a Pokemon to battle, it will defeat it and come back to you with the experience, but it wouldn't let you capture it. I'm guessing now you will probably have the ability to capture it after you send your Pokemon to battle other ones. But the biggest thing here, the biggest takeaway here, is that this patent is for a Legends game. Okay, it's for a Legends game. You have the ability to go ahead and throw a Pokeball right here. Throw a Pokeball and try to catch a Pokemon without actually battling it. So that's one of the cool features that Legends Arceus has, right? That you can go ahead and then sneak up on a Pokemon and then throw a ball to them and be able to catch them. How do we know it's a Legends game? Well, we don't know it's a Legends game. This could be a feature that could be coming to another game, right? All we know is that this feature was in the Pokemon Legends game. So this feature was in Pokemon Legends. Yeah, so we don't know whether it's a Pokemon Legends game. It is a patent regarding a Pokemon game with similar features to Legends Arceus. And so we'll find out in the Pokemon Presents. But this patent was just issued 2 days ago, and we have a Pokemon Present in about 2 days. And so right now we have some features that confirmed, yeah, that we might getting. It could be a sort of Legends game that we might be getting, right? And let it go. Okay, still excited. Da-da. Yeah, but yeah. So basically, let me see if I can find here. If I can find, let's see here. Catching Pokemon Legends. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I want to see. I want to see if I can find catching a Pokemon. Okay. All right. Actually, let me look at the Pokemon Legends trailer. I think if we actually look at the trailer, then we could actually see um, the actual Pokemon. Let me open it here quick, and mode here. Let's separate this one here. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the game now. As you can see here, this is a patent for a new Pokemon game. If you just got here, we're looking at a patent just issued for a new Pokemon game with mechanics similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus. And so we don't know whether we're getting another Legends Arceus game, but it's very similar to Legends Arceus. And so we're now looking at it, and then we're gonna take a look at Legends Arceus so that we can compare. Share screen, window, and go here. All right, so we have Pokemon Legends Arceus right here, and let me see if I can go ahead and get the scene where he actually throws a Pokeball. All right, let's see here. Take a look. All right, so we see him. I wonder where. There we go. You saw that part? He threw a Pokeball at the Pokemon without having to battle it. Let's see here if we can find more. Pokemon research. Let's see here. Legends Arceus. There you go. There you go. There you go. So you can catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs, just like that. So basically, you see the patent. That's what it describes right here. That's exactly what the patent is showing. See? Exactly that. So this is exactly what the patent is actually showing. Right here. The act of actually throwing a Pokeball at the Pokemon. And of course, this is one of the features you get with Pokemon Legends Arceus. And so there's a big possibility that we get a sequel to Legends Arceus, either a remake or a sequel to Legend. A remake. Well, it can't be a remake because that game is only 2 years old. The Legends Arceus is only about 2 years old, so it can't be a remake. It has to be like a sequel or another game in the Legends franchise, or a similar game with similar features. Yeah, so it can't be like a remake for Legends Arceus. Yeah, exactly. When you aren't forced to play to battle all the time. Yeah, and Legends Arceus, that feature is one of the most requested ones because I remember that when we got Legends Arceus, we were gonna get is this Scarlet Invite? Let me go ahead and check something quick. And the same year we got 2 different Pokemon games. Nintendo.com, and let's go switch games. Okay. All right. So looking at here, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and okay, yeah. So in 2022, wow, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out in 2022. It feels like yesterday. But yeah, we got Legends Arceus in 2022 in January. Then we got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in November. And I remember that when we got Legends Arceus and then they announced Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, that they were going to take everything that we loved about Pokemon Legends Arceus, and bring it into Scarlet and Violet, but with this big immersive open world, right? But when they released Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, one of the biggest complaints that we had was that they took away the features that people loved from Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? And the ability to just wander around and hide behind trees or behind tall grass and throw Pokeballs and try to catch Pokemon that way. They took it away from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And so this could also be an update to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet where you're allowed to catch Pokemon that way, or a brand new game. So there's a lot of possibilities, guys. This is a patent that basically shows features. It doesn't tell us what game it is, but it shows features of a Pokemon game that is upcoming. There's no coincidence that this Pokemon game patent is released right before the Pokemon Presents, literally days before. So in a way, they are protecting these features for the game. They're protecting these features so that, once the game comes out, the game is fully protected, and they have the patents for any feature that might come out in the game. Yeah, we're only 2 days away from the Pokemon Presents, which is gonna be crazy good. I haven't looked at any leaks. Yeah, so I haven't looked at any leaks, nor will I look at them, because the only reason I cover patents, right? And patents, yes, it's a sort of kind of a leak. Yeah, I'd be super mad if it's just another update to Scarlet and Violet. Hey, I'm just saying that. I'm not saying it is, but yes, patents could be considered some sort of a leak, but a patent doesn't really ruin the surprise, right? A patent, basically what it does, it talks about the features that can come in the game, right? But it doesn't really spoil the surprise for the actual game, right? What type of game it is, where it's taking place this time, who are the main characters, are there any new Pokemon, what's the legendary Pokemon in this game. It doesn't really ruin the fun, right? That's why I like to cover patents and not cover leaks. Although patents are sort of kind of like a leak, but they're not harmful leaks, right? They're leaks that actually they kind of get us more excited rather than to just ruin the fun, right? Because in 2 days we're gonna get a Pokemon Presents, and it's gonna be the first of the year, and Pokemon's gonna I believe it's gonna be a really good one. I believe that this Pokemon Presents is gonna be one that is gonna surprise us, right? I've always said we're due for a brand new mobile game for Pokemon. I've always said that we're due for maybe a one of those side Pokemon games, and then we have this one. Maybe we have another legend, right? I know a lot of people want to Let's Go. Not sure if they're doing Let's Go after so long, right? But I know Arceus was the last Pokemon game that got an overall good feedback from people, right? But all around, right? Arceus looked wonderful. It performed great. It after the fiasco with Scarlet and Violet, although To me, Scarlet and Violet is a great game and it had a great storyline and everything. But Pokemon Legends Arceus was just amazing, beautiful, right? It was a beautiful game. And so the patent that we have here, let me go ahead and show the patent one more time. Let me go ahead and show you guys the patent. For those of you who just arrived, we have a new patent that shows us uh, basically what potential Pokemon game we might get in the I won't say Nintendo Direct, in the Pokemon Presents. Okay, and so let me go ahead and share my screen one more time for those of you who just arrived. To here, all right. So we have here the patent that was just issued. By the way, if you just got here, welcome, welcome. We have the patent here that was just issued. USPTO.gov is the source. And we have here a mechanic that was taken away from from Pokemon, of course, Scarlet and Violet. Everybody wanted it, but it was present in Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is catching Pokemons without battling them. Right? You hide behind a bush, or you have a strong enough Pokeball that you can just throw it at the Pokemon and catch it. Right? And so says it would be super cool if it was a Legends Oak where you get to be a young professional. This is okay. So this right here, wow, I love that idea. I really, really love that idea. I think that would like a young Professor Oak figuring out the Pokédex. Wow, Pokemon Company needs to hire Airship Interactive because that's wow. That's a crazy good idea. That would be very interesting. You know, we've already gone back in the past in Legends Arceus, right? We went back to the past where the Pokédex did not exist and we had to build it ourselves, right? And so, you know, how did you get the comment on a screen like that? You mean like this? How did you get the comment on the screen like that? Like this? That is a feature. That's a feature from StreamYard. StreamYard. I was StreamYard, not ScreenYard. StreamYard. Yeah. So StreamYard is the tool we use for a podcast and for quick live streams like this one. Yeah. So StreamYard has that feature where I can view the chat without leaving the website. You know, I'm not on YouTube right now. I'm on StreamYard and I can see all the chat and I can highlight everyone here. For example, like this one right here from Jonah. Scarlet and Violet, do I need at least one or two more updates? Also, because they need a third legendary, which will probably be in the game after the Pokemon movie releases. That's true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, so this is yeah. So that's it, guys. We have that right there. Okay, we also have this other one right here, this other where this is the regular battle, right? Battle, capture, escape. Then we have the other image here where we have the Pokemon, we have the trainer, and we have the Pokemon that belongs to the trainer already, right? And so in the next one, the trainer sends the Pokemon to get something, right? First thing you see, there's something there, and so the Pokemon, the trainer sends the Pokemon to gather something. This is from Legends Arceus. You guys remember Legends Arceus? We can send the Pokemon to gather either fruit or whatever, or items or things from the tree or whatever. You know, this is from Legends Arceus, right? And so here, now he's sending him to battle for them. Okay, and so the Pokemon does go and the Pokemon battles, right? But the cool thing is that yes, after the Pokemon wins, you see how this one got turned into little dots. After the Pokemon wins, you can still he comes back to you. You can still capture the Pokemon that you defeated. So that is pretty cool. That could be something new. Break rocks to get ore to build Pokeballs. Yep. So this is one thing that I noticed from this patent is that not only can you send your Pokemon to battle other Pokemon, but once the Pokemon defeats the other Pokemon, then you have the option of capturing said Pokemon, right? Capturing the Pokemon that your Pokemon defeated. And so this could be a brand new feature for the next. I'm gonna call it Legends, just for the purpose of this video. I'm gonna call it the next Legend because this is very Legends-esque. You know, it looks like a Legends Arceus type of move. Um, well, this is exciting. It's exciting because it is out right before the Pokemon present, right? And no coincidence, right? There's no coincidence. Yeah, so it's exciting because this is confirmed that we are going to get a brand new Pokemon game. It might not be a next gen game, but it's going to be like a side game. Quick question: is Pokemon Legends? That's not a main line game, right? Pokemon Legends Arceus is not a main line game. It's like a Pokemon Let's Go, right? It's not a main. It's not part of the generational upgrade that we get. Gen 10, now Gen 9, Gen 8, like that. Pokemon Legends is not that, right? It's just another side game from Pokemon company, right? Whoever knows that answer can go ahead and put it in the chat. Because to me, Legend games are prequels. Okay, so for now, Legend games are prequels. How many Legend games have we had so far? Let's see here. So how many Legend games have we had so far? My Legends. There's a lot of okay, what is this? I'm trying to not look too much or do too much of research because I don't want to even spoil it for myself, right? I don't want to find any leaks because there are leaks out there, and I do not want to, I don't want to spoil the game for anybody or myself. Patent, like I said, patents are they are legal documents belonging to Nintendo and the Pokemon company, but they don't spoil the game. They just give you ideas of what's coming without actually telling you what's coming. All right, so Pokemon Legends, just Legends Arceus, I guess, right? Game Freak, Game 22. Okay. All right. Let's see here's Pokemon Scarlet Violet. No, that's not it. Although there have been sequels. Pokemon Black 2 and White. Okay. So Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see on Tuesday whether we're getting a Pokemon Legends 2. Needed for copyright. And I'm just like, okay. All right. So listen up. This is just I just found out a little piece of information that might be useful for you guys. Pokemon Legends 2 was copywritten by Nintendo, and they actually privated the copyright, but it first went live. The trademark it went live. Pokemon Legends 2 went live as a trademark and then was hidden afterwards. So it there's a possibility that we might be getting a Pokemon Legends, another Legend, a sequel to the Legends. So because Pokemon Legends 2 was a trademark that was issued by Nintendo and Pokemon Company, but it was later hidden. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting that Pokemon Legends, and and guess what? I prepared a little mock-up for you guys, so you guys can take a look at it. Let's see here. Do I have it here? Screen. Let's open it right here. Stop. Okay, let's get Icarus. No. Go ahead and go by date add. Yeah, date added. There you go. No, that's not it. I want to do Arceus. Oh, okay, okay. So I'm looking in the wrong area. All right. Okay. So we have a mock-up of what the games could look like, which is so cool. I just made a mock-up of what it could look like. This is one of them here. Let me go ahead and share my screen here to show you, so I can show you what it could look like. This is one of them right here. Pokemon Legends 2. We have Eevee on the box. We also have I also have another one here. Kind of a Pokemon that doesn't exist, but it's Legends Arceus 2. It's here. I feel like they wouldn't call it Legends 2. It would likely be subtitled like Legends Arceus, maybe Legends Celebi, maybe. Yeah, could be. We have another one here. Let's see here. This is another one. This one looks like Eevee, but it's more like a Lion King kind of Pokemon. they're all very fictional ones. They're not real. But this is like a mock-up of what it could look like. Pokemon Legend, Pokemon Larceus. Yeah, it doesn't work out for that. Let's see here. There's another one I have here. We have another one here that can actually work too. This one, I like this one. I like the actual character on this one. So this one's Pokemon Legends 2. And we have this character here. Looks like a Saiyan slash Pokemon trainer. And then we have all the other Pokemon around him. But yeah, this is another mock-up that we made of Pokemon Legends. You can see it on the thumbnail. So we made 3 of them so that we can put them on a thumbnail. And so we might see this in 2 days. You know? Hey Ryan, you're not late, don't worry, you're good. For those who just got here, we were talking about a patent that talks about Pokemon Legends Arceus type of it's Pokemon Legends Arceus moves, right? Let me go ahead and open it here. And let me show you guys once again. I'm showing it for the people who just got here. The patent, there you go. So here we have it. That is a patent that we discovered earlier today. This patent basically shows the mechanics of what you can do in the next Pokemon game right here. And so let's go ahead from the beginning. Okay. All right, let's battle. All right, so right here, you can see that the Pokemon trainer is throwing a Pokeball at the Pokemon, trying to catch it. Hey, Joycey, welcome. So you can see that a Pokemon the Pokemon trainer is throwing the ball at the Pokemon, just like in Legends Arceus, right? I call it Legends Arceus other than Arceus. I'm not sure which one is correct, but I like the Arceus better. So just like in Legends Arceus, Arceus, this Pokemon trainer is throwing the Pokeball at the Pokemon, right? So it catches it. And so basically, what this art is telling us is that the feature of us having to catch Pokemon without battling them might be coming back in the next game for Pokemon. Then we have another one here. Let me go and open them here. Then we have here, of course, we see two Pokemon battling. We have a Pokemon trainer and his Pokemon or her Pokemon, right? This is automatically move. This Pokemon trainer will then tell the Pokemon to go get something, right? Like it could be like a rock or a mineral or something to make Pokeballs or fruit on the trees or something, right? So the ability to send your Pokemon to gather things for you is back, right? We also have another one here where the trainer tells the Pokemon to go battle another one, right? After it battles the Pokemon right here, you see battling, it defeats the Pokemon, but not only that, Pokemon comes back to the trainer, and the ability to catch the Pokemon is then given. So this was not present in Pokemon Legends Arceus because once the Pokemon defeated the other one, that Pokemon just fainted, and you weren't able to capture it. But it looks like in this game, you are able to capture it after you send a Pokemon to battle. So it actually makes it a lot easier for you to capture Pokemon, right? Without having to battle them. You know, you have two ways of capturing Pokemon without battling. Well, technically not battling them. They are battling them, but you're not tied to the battle. You can still move around, right? While your Pokemon is still battling out in the field. And then you have the ability to catch it, right? So the first ability to catch Pokemon is by throwing the ball, just like at Pokemon's Legends Arceus, that you can throw it and you don't have to battle it. Maybe you might catch it, you might not, depending on how strong the ball or the Pokemon is. And the other way is by sending your Pokemon over to battle another one. And then after they battle and they win, you have the ability to capture it, which is very cool, right? This wasn't present in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and only half of it was, but not the entire capture mechanic, right? Which is pretty cool. So this just makes me more excited to see what we have in store for this Pokemon Presents because I know we're getting games. We're getting a big game for this Pokemon Presents. Might not be a mainline game. Maybe next year we'll get Gen 10 or Switch 2. But this might be a Legends game, maybe another side game, but with the mechanic that you're able to catch your Pokemon without battling, or capture Pokemon by sending your Pokemon over to battle, and you can stay free, roam free while they do that, and it still gives you the ability to capture that Pokemon. That's your Pokemon defeated. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. Hey, what's going on, Paul? We got Paul Gale Network in the house, and also Joy CJ in the house, two of our fellow co-hosts for the podcast. And they know I'm never normally this late out, but yeah, I wanted to share this patent that we discovered here before the Pokemon Presents. The reason why I wanted to share before the Pokemon Presents is because I wanted to prove to you guys that patents do come to light, right? There are a minority of patents that never make the light of day, but the majority do, right? Nintendo would not go through all the trouble of protecting a mechanic, something that you can do in a game, because all a patent does is it protects some type of mechanic, the way you do something, right? How something functions. So when we saw the Switch 2 patent and we saw the the apparent device that they were patenting, the device that flipped like that, those were dummy devices. You know, those were actually dummy devices. And what Nintendo was doing was just patenting something within that, like a mechanic, something that you could do, right? And so here we have another patent for Pokemon, and again, it's something you can do within the game, and it's being patented so that they can protect that feature. Nathan Gordon says, at the very least, end support for Red, Blue, Yellow. Hoping a remake of Gold, Silver on Switch, like version 2 of Let's Go Pikachu. Yeah, yeah, that'll be super awesome. Yeah, we got some emojis, some little kitty cats by Having Hope 5. Hello, Having Hope. Some emojis. And so yeah, that's basically the patent for the game. Hopefully, this patent does come to pass. We get to see it, and then Pokemon Presents is only happening in a couple of days, day after tomorrow, to be exact. And it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be an exciting one. Let me go ahead here and look really fast here, real quick. All right. All right, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are you excited for this Pokemon Presents? Playing a little Splatoon before bed. That's good. That is good. So, you guys excited? I know. Let's see here. Cloud9 says we're excited about the Pokemon Presents. Yes, me too. Me too. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for this year. I know that so far we haven't seen much. Right, we've gotten a couple of third-party games, but I'm excited for what this year brings. Right, I think that at the end of the year, we're gonna be so happy with what Nintendo has done for us in this year. So I am super excited. I'm excited for this year. So far, yeah, it's only February. We still have 10 months to go. Right, we still have 10 months to go in the year. We're barely beginning the year still, right? Still is the new year is still around, right? 2024 is still a new year. And there are 10 more months for Nintendo to do great things. And I think that once it's all said and done, we'll be happy with what we have and excited, right? I mean, I can't wait to have Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on Switch because I want to play it. I didn't get to play it on GameCube. I can't wait to get Luigi's Mansion 2 HD on Switch because I didn't get to play it on the 3DS. Right, I couldn't get a 3DS because I really couldn't see it. I'm not a handheld player just because of my vision. But I can't wait to play these games on the big screen. So I'm excited. I'm so excited to see what Nintendo has in store for this next Pokemon Presents, and I think that it's going to be awesome. You know what? This is a really, really smart comment right here. This is a great comment right here. For all intent purposes, Nintendo is still in 2023, and that is 100% correct. Because we are still in the 2023 fiscal year, right? This year, basically, we are in 2023-2024 fiscal year, which ends next month. So yeah, you are 100% right now, Ryan. That's a winning comment. Winning comment. Nintendo is about to let loose. All right. Once we hit April, which I think well, it's the beginning of the next fiscal year, right? It's the beginning of it. I think Nintendo's about to let loose. We're gonna have a lot to talk about. It's gonna be fun, and I really can't wait. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be very, very exciting to be a Nintendo fan this year, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions. Let's open up the floor. Let's open up the floor for a Q&A. If you guys have any questions, let's open up the floor for a Q&A. So let me know in the chat what questions you guys have. I will highlight it in the screen. Remember to add Mike Odyssey for any questions you might have, okay? Go ahead and add Mike Odyssey for any questions you might have, and I'll go ahead and highlight it on the screen, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Into the stream. What payment about? No, always surprises me. I'm sure. All right, I like to highlight this one too. Mac Time 1984 says Nintendo always surprises me. I'm sure they're gonna end the year with a banger. I agree. Cannot agree more with that content. That's awesome. Oh, the patent. Oh, the payment. Oh, okay, so the patent has to do with a mechanic for a Legends game. So, do you remember? I'm talking to the Growland Play Switch. Do you remember? Have you played Pokemon Legends Arceus? 2022 Nintendo released it in January. Pokemon Legends Arceus was they gave us the ability to be able to catch Pokemon without battling them. Right? You can hide behind the bushes and trees and sneak into them and just throw a Pokeball as long as the Pokeball is strong enough and Pokeball can catch it. You can catch them, right? And so now there is a patent that describes that same feature, but with added benefits too. And so let me go ahead and show it one more time. Let me show it one more time. That way, everybody can see it, and nobody misses out, because I want to make sure that everybody's included and no one misses out on the news. So let me go ahead and go back here. This is a patent issued by Nintendo, right? We found it today, and right here we see that there is the player is actually throwing the Pokeball at a Pokemon. Gotcha, right? So this is that mechanic from Legends of Arceus. You can actually throw a Pokeball without having to battle it and catch the Pokemon. Now you can also have a battle, right? Normal battle. Then right here you can take your this is the Pokemon. That's the you have your Pokemon out in the field with you, the trainer and his Pokemon. You can send your Pokemon out to the field and pick up items, just like in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Also, like you would send them out to get some items for you from the trees, from rocks and stuff. And you can also send your Pokemon to battle other Pokemon. So right here we have the trainer sending the Pokemon over to battle other Pokemon. And not only that, but once the player, you see here we have the battle going on while the player is looking up from behind like that. You're free to roam around because the battle is taking place between them over there. But there's one thing you could not do at that point, because that battle was taking place somewhere else. And once that Pokemon defeated the other one, that was it. You get experience. Pokemon fainted, right? But this time, once the Pokemon has been defeated, right? Your Pokemon won the battle. Now you have the ability to capture the Pokemon. So you see here, this is the Pokemon that was defeated. This is your Pokemon who came back to you. And so the Pokemon with the stripes is the enemies, right here. And now you have the ability to capture it after it's been defeated by your Pokemon without you having to be part of the battle. Like just send them to battle all the Pokemon, and then you have the ability to capture the Pokemon. And so that is the new mechanic. Everything else here is the game program. Here, field processing, move character, control enemy character, have player and enemy come into contact with each other. You see, same thing. The same exact thing that I described is right here. I read this beforehand because I know reading this is kind of boring, But all this thing here is basically what we just saw, but this in a description way, right? Without the pictures. So all this stuff here, all this text is the same exact thing we just went over, but descriptively. And this is a patent. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to patent by by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. It was published on February 22nd, 3 days ago. Okay, and so basically, it's not a coincidence that this patent comes to light right before the Pokemon presents. And of course, you see a Nintendo Switch here because the game is coming on Nintendo Switch. The game is for Nintendo Switch. So whenever we see a patent and then we see the Nintendo Switch here also, that means that the game is for the Nintendo Switch. This is the Nintendo Switch's internal right here. See, right here we have the left Joy-Con, we have the right Joy-Con right there, and so then we go over to the patent itself, and the patent is put in three different forms, right? That you see the image of the patent, right? After you see the images, they go over the images, then it goes into after that it goes into written form, a little below, just like this, right? And so because it shows you the A, appearance state, target move, like that, and then it actually goes into this type of descriptive type of thing, which is a lot of explanation here. And I have read almost the entire thing, and basically all the patterns are the same, right? They have three to four things added. What console it's for, Nintendo Switch. What the patent is for, when it was issued, what does it do, what features does it have if it's a game. It shows you the images of the game, then it shows you what the images are and things like this, and it repeats what the images are in that big giant gibberish paragraph there. So that's basically what the patent is broken down, right? So here we have the actual patent from the Pokemon game, and so yeah, we were talking with the rest of the chat, thinking that this patent is for a Pokemon Legends game, just because in Legends Arceus is the last time we saw this feature making it to Nintendo Switch. So let me go ahead here. All right, we got a question here from Joda. Do you think that the Pokemon movie will be announced at the Pokemon Present? Hey, that will be fantastic. I don't doubt it. I'm not gonna. The movie's been in production for a while now, so if we do get a trailer, I'm not gonna tell you no. I hope we do, right? But the movie's been in production for now. You're talking about Detective Pikachu 2, right? It has been in production already. Don't know if it's been done. I think that it's done because I know Ryan Reynolds is part of the movie, and so I think he just finished filming Deadpool. But I think that he had finished filming Pokemon before Deadpool. So let's hope, right? This will be the best time to show it, right? That'll be the best time to show it. Ryan, do you think they're going to start shifting from traditional battle mechanics? I don't think they're ever going to get rid of the traditional battle mechanics. I think what they're going to do is that, they add new ways of playing. Aside from having the traditional mechanics, you'll get more features and more ways of playing added to the game, right? Like they did with Pokemon's Legends Arceus. People were happy because, you didn't have to battle all the time, although battling was still part of it, right? It was still part of it, but they'll just add other mechanics and other features in order to just enhance your experience and give you a better time, give you more options to play. And I don't think they're ever going to get rid of the traditional battle mechanics. That's something that's engraved in Pokemon games. And so yeah, yep. So that's basically all we have. That's the patent. I hope you guys are excited here. Let's see here. Thanks again. Also praying for your eyesight, brother. Guys, well, thank you, appreciate it. I appreciate it. So that is the patent, guys. That is the mechanics. If that is the question, do you guys have any other questions I can go ahead and answer for you? Doesn't have to be Pokemon related. It could be Switch 2. It could be any other game. It could be rumors that you've heard. Anything you want to ask, you can ask it, and I will give you my 2 cents. Right? Yeah. Anything you guys want to ask? It could be Pokemon, Switch 2 related, Nintendo Direct, because there is apparently more coming. Anything that you wanted to ask that you needed more clarification on, that you have doubts with or something, you can go ahead and ask it, and I'll be more than happy to answer you and give you a little more clarity, right, into those questions, because I know this is a crazy year. This is a very weird year, and so there's a lot going on in the world of Nintendo that has some people a little bit overwhelmed because there's just so much going on. And so, yeah, us as content creators, we're here to kind of help you guys out to answer some questions and make sure that everything is good. Let's see here. Would you love to see Street Pass come back to Switch 2? Stereoscopic 3D Miiverse? Oh yes. I think that's one of the most requested things I've heard in a while. Street Pass needs to make a comeback. That would be awesome. And of course, the Miiverse. That would be super awesome. I mean, Miiverse has never gone away. It's just been thrown to the back, right? It hasn't really. It hasn't been as. I think every the Switch has the spirit of what the Miiverse was, but it's not the same. It's not the same. So hopefully, it does come back. Did you see we're eventually getting Hi-Fi Rush on Switch? Oh yeah. We are getting Hi-Fi Rush. We just got Grounded, which is the first game that Microsoft is releasing on Nintendo Switch, and so Hi-Fi Rush is following straight through. I think there's 2 more games that we're getting. They're multiplayer games that we're getting on Nintendo Switch from Microsoft that we can't wait to get. Let's see here. Will the Pokemon Company finally drop the big performance patch for Scarlet and Violet during their showcase? Hopefully. I know there is a patch in the works for Switch 2, but the performance patch, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hopefully they do. I'm hoping they do. People were expecting that performance patch to come before the DLC, but it never made it. So hopefully Nintendo will do something and drop it soon, because yeah, we desperately need it. I know there's one that's being made for Switch 2, but I don't know whether they'll drop it in this Pokemon Presents. It's something we all hope. Are they delaying Switch 2 because they're wanting to add more power, or add something to it? So a lot of content creators have come to the conclusion that the one thing that everyone is repeating, right? Because we heard it first from this leaker or this insider in Brazil, and so then other places started to corroborate similar information. But the one thing that everybody got correctly, that everybody said that was the same, because they were saying different things everywhere. But the one thing that everyone said was that they need to have their games ready by Q1 of 2025. Okay? So what we understand by that is that there's a possibility that what they meant was that in order to be a part of the Nintendo Switch 2 lineup at launch, they needed to have their games ready for Q1 of 2025. Not that the Switch was going to be out in 2025, because what happens is that the games that are out in the beginning of the Switch's life cycle, the first 6 months of the Switch will get heavily promoted, right? They'll get heavily promoted as launch titles for the Switch, and that's something where you want to be. If you want your game to be successful, you want to be there right there at launch, and Nintendo will push your game, to the front of the eShop, in commercials, and a lot of other places. So that's where we're kind of landing on now. Not that the Switch 2 is delayed, but that developers need to come up with their game by the first quarter of 2023, five, in order to meet that window, which makes sense because March, February, January, December, November, October. Those will be 6 months, right? 6 months. So if the system launches this year in October, okay, or the end of September, then the end of March in 2025, the first quarter, would be 6 months. That will be the launch window. So the games need to be ready in those 6 months. And so that's where we are now. I don't believe the Switch 2 is delayed. I think it's coming this year, and we will see and hear about it very soon. Did you see that Partner Direct in Joan had more games like in Japan? Yeah, Japan had more games like Mother 3 and games that look like Astral Chain. Yes, you have access to those games though. You do have access to them. All you have to do is make a brand new account with a brand new email, and then when you select the region, you just put Japan. And so when you log in with that brand new account with the region set to Japan, you'll have access to Japan, to the store in Japan, and you'll be able to play those games. Some of those games have options where you can change the language to English. So because there are English speaking people in Japan, right? So a lot of Japanese games do have the option to switch to English in the language, even without being sold here, just because there are also people living out there with other languages too, right? And so, yeah, I saw that the Japanese Direct had a lot of other cool games that would have been good to see here. Mother 3 eventually will make it here. The director of Mother 3 said, "Hey, ask Nintendo of America tell them that you want it." So I'm guessing that Nintendo of America they don't see the game selling good or making good here. And so they're asked, if the Mother 3 director is saying, "Hey, tell you fans, tell Nintendo of America that you want Mother 3." And I'm guessing that's the only way we'll get it. Oh my god, see, am I the only one that gets ticked off when Pokemon get Japan only events or merch that get posted online for everyone to see? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's unfair. It's unfair, I understand. Because especially with Pokemon. Pokemon is such a big franchise, right? And so when you love Pokemon, you're part of that franchise. It's been part of your childhood. You want to be a part of the event. You want to be a part of the fun. And when they do Pokemon, they do region only activities. But you also have to think about all the activities we get here in the US and UK that Japan doesn't get, right? And so it's like that everywhere. It's like that everywhere. And yeah, no, you're not the only one. You're not the only one who gets bothered by that. I'm pretty sure that a lot of other Pokemon fans are, they get bothered by the fact that they can't make it to an event like that one. Some people travel. A lot of people travel, So a lot of people do travel to these big events just to be a part of these Pokemon events, which is pretty cool. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? So we are just about good. If there are no more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you guys for being here And for real, thank you for being here. This is a late night stream, very late. And I appreciate all of you who made it to the late night stream. I just wanted to share this pack with you guys and talk about Pokemon before it happens. I'm going to be streaming Tuesday. Set your reminders. I'll be streaming the Pokemon Presents here live. I'll be live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time for the Pokemon Presents. It's going to be a longer presentation than the direct one, so we'll have a lot more fun, and let's see what Pokemon has in store. Thank you guys so much. Before I let you go, got two things: never give up and journey on. Peace.